Aw, he ran away. I don't have a tune. All my accounts are alphas, so I can't log on to, with both. I can't log on with both. But these guys definitely have the area scoped out pretty hard. I mean, they got 1,000 K bookmarks everywhere. It's like, interesting. It's like, interesting. Alright, I'm gonna be right back, because supper's up. I was just kind of hoping this would take off into something more exciting. But this guy's a good pilot. He didn't get within, he got within like 22 kilometers of me, and that was it. I was like, shit. I was like, shit. I need at least 13 to hit him with a warp or with a web, and 10 to hit him with everything else. With everything else. I wonder what would happen if I popped my carrier out. It would be pretty funny. Alright. I will be right back. And I might, if they're back, still here when I come back, I might think about doing it. Maybe. 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 I'm back. Sort of. I'm back. Sort of.
Welcome back. You're gone.
Oh, they are.
They left shortly after you did. They haven't been back yet. But the one dude, Max Coward, is fucking pandemic horde, so.
Is he? Wait, aren't we supposed to be blue with Pandemic Horde?
Apparently not. You're showing up neutral, so.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. Three. Wait. Oh. I thought Fred was still on. I thought Fred was still on. This is Moon 1. Yeah, okay. It's not good. It's not good.
No, that's not good at all. How do I get that? Oh, let's see what's going on. It says I'm still in control of the fucking goddamn.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Man, this is crazy. I don't know why they have a citadel here on this moon when they don't even have a laser on it.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Oh, I'm wrong. There's a laser right there, but they don't have it on. I mean, ah.
Well,
Yeah, it's where is it? It is Planet 3 Moon 1, and it has chromium on it. It's the only good moon in the system, and it gives you almost every ore except for, whoops, except for those two high ones, the magnesite and the other thing, the Noxus or whatever. It gives you everything else but those two. And other than that, I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not great either, though. It's not great either, though.
that's the best one in the system, you say?
Yeah, I reprobed the system down earlier. That's why I was in my magnet. I went AFK and just orbited the Citadel for like, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours. I just came back and all the results were up, and I was like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, okay. But whoever owns it, uh, yeah, pretty much. I mean, if we go for a system that has, well, I guess it all depends, because I mean, if we get a good moon that has good ore, as well as some other kind of commodity on it, then we don't really need a system that's made for ore and ore routing, because I mean the moon itself will provide all the mining you need. But the problem with that is, I mean, you'd have to find a system that had a really good moon that they were willing to give up, that wasn't going to be pure suicide to mine. I mean, if we could stay in this little, I guess, diamond-shaped thing, where it's like only like 1 or 2 gates that go into like one way or another. Because I know why 8 tack is a dead-end system, so who cares about that? But yeah, 2 is the best. 3 is pushing it, and 4 is just too much traffic. 4 is just too much traffic. Plus, it's a lot harder to defend when you have 4 gates they can go through. It's a lot harder to defend when they have 4 gates they can get through. I don't know. I mean, if they're willing to give us, if they're willing to still let us have this moon over here, because, I mean, long time ago, when Turris first dropped his Citadel, I mean, the deal was I could have any moon I wanted. Apparently not the one I chose, but... but... I'm guessing they wouldn't have an issue with it, because this area does not get mined. I mean, the only person putting any effort into it is you or me. Because I never see the ticker past like 2 or 3%. And that's normally when you've been on and you logged off. So. Yeah, it's owned by whoever this. It's owned by Black Submarine, which I'm guessing is maybe just a holding corp, because we have denied access to dock in there, even though it's a member of Everybody Laws. Oh well, I mean, I'm not too drastically worried about it. It's one of those things where, I mean, the Chromium would help a lot, kind of deal, because I think it's selling at like 9 or 10,000 a unit, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when one cycle can give you like 3,000 units of it, it adds up. Yeah. Okay, so you are over here. I was just double checking. Oh, I was mining this earlier. I made a save like 900 off. That's why a little bit of the Crystallis was missing when you got in. I was like farming some of that because I was like, yeah, I just don't want to do ore.
Well, the only thing worth mining ore-wise here is in the asteroid belt. There's all the variations of Crookite.
Yeah, actually, that's I've been farming that because it gives me a ridiculous amount of titanium, and those and the other twos. But what I really need is the other one. A Cantor. A Cantor. Swish. Aw, I came in here to come help you kill that, and it was already dead. It was already dead. Schwunk. Yeah, the new cycle loop of being AFK is when you first initially log off or get DC'd. If you get DC'd, what happens is your ship warps away, and then it warps back, and then it does like this weird like little kind of like circle route where you can descan it. But if you log off safely, it will pretty much keep you. What it does, it keeps you cloaked, permanently cloaked, and then it keeps you jumping from point A to point B. And a little mechanic I learned from the people at Iceland CCP. It's a little trick I learned. Yeah, that's why when you log off, and like when you log off safely, when you come back into the game, you're always coming back into warp, kind of deal, is because your ship it hasn't actually stayed in that one spot. It keeps warping around the system. The difference is they give you a passive cloak that you can't be descanned with. The other one is they tell you just don't get the cloak, but you can be descanned. Yeah, Actually, there was a theory. One of them said that if both roots are quote unquote the same, if you descan someone who DCs, and you make say like 50 or so saves after descanning this person in the route that they take, eventually, if you put up bubbles and like that, you could sit there with like, say, a smart bomber or even like something with a lot of drones, and essentially what the theory is like the guy who's cloaked that's logged off safely. Well, I mean, he's just cloaked. So I mean, if he gets hit by the bubble, does he still get? Is he still, affected by the bubble? And if you knock him out of cloak, can he then be targeted? Kind of theory. Yeah, these guys were going hard with all this like theory, because I guess it's been something that this one guy has been trying to do for like something like 4 years, and he does it with his ults. And what he'll do is he'll log off 2 or 3 of his guys. He'll do one safe, passive save, and he'll do a DC, and he'll just sit there with like his scanning ship, and he'll try to descan himself as it's doing its route. And he hasn't been able to actually catch his ship, but he's come really close. Like, I mean, within like 40 kilometers close. So I was like, damn. I was like, damn. Yeah. Now he's never found his safely logged off character, but he's found his DC one. So he's under the impression that maybe it does like a counterclockwise route while the other one does a clockwise route kind of deal. I mean, he says nothing in the game ever stays at one spot. Everything is always moving because that's the way the game is designed. So with that in the head and like that, I mean, somewhere at some point in time, that ship will make it to that spot. It just may take, forever. But needless to say, the guys at CCP were like, no, you're wrong. It doesn't work that way. Because even if he's right, they can't tell him that he's on the right path. Because, I mean, as soon as you do, everyone will start doing it. No, it's kind of fun little tidbits of information. It was like, really? I mean, he just sat down one day, apparently. He was drinking at the bar, and it just came to him. And I was like, you went to the bar and talked about Eve? You must get beat up a lot. And it turns out the bar he goes to is, I guess they got like, he lives in a town where they have like something like 15 themed bars. They don't do like regular bars in the place he lives. So the one he goes to is like kind of like a space. What was it? It's not Star Trek. It's the one with the Scions. Yeah, that's the one. It's like a Battlestar Galactica kind of themed bar. No. What up? A lot of drugs. A lot of drugs. Intervention? Intervention? Oh, was that all? Oh, was that all?
Now is you should prepare before going down to the bottom of the Rotten Vale. There might not be any turning back once we're there. Greetings.
Jeff, I don't know if they have breaks.
Yeah, I'm gonna set up my miner, get my game going, get my other game going.
At some point, I might end up bringing them working out. I've got fun.
perfect. I judged the range on that aura just perfectly. I judged the range on that aura just perfectly.
I figure I might get away with working with the microchip drive on it. And then stash living condom or something. Shit. Jump into that motherfucker's line.
A good anti-snag fit for Orca is WMG, a shit ton of health, and someone actually they put a web on it, and they put smart bombs in all the other high slots that they weren't using, like large ones, like large ones. Yeah, it was they warped in on it, and the guy launched, like, pulled all his drones, and then the one guy's like, oh, I'm gonna get myself an orca kill. This guy just gave up, and then he webbed him, and he's like, well, what the fuck? So he, like, was gonna pull range, and then it was like smart bomb death, and he's like, what the what? He was like, what? Yeah, they looked up the guy's bio, and his bio is like nothing but like an orca with like all high slots of like freaking bombs in it. I guess he made a battle orca. It wasn't even there for boosting, it was just there for like pure bait. It was very well done. I'm very impressed with it. I didn't even find it myself. Actually, my buddy Matt from work was talking about it, and I was like, okay. And he's like, I'm gonna do it. I'm like, yeah, have fun with that. Because he's gonna do it in high sec, which you can't use smart bombs in.
Well, don't tell. Let him think how he got my Concorde.
Well, of course, I'm not gonna let him live that. I'm not gonna let him live that down. I mean, it's bad enough he made a mistake jumping in and losing a hauler full of a couple bill.
Who did that?
My buddy Matt, that's I was trying to get into our group. He's so anti-Eve at the moment, or no, sorry, he's so old school Eve is what I should say. That all the new mechanics he doesn't know very well, so he thinks he's fine doing it the old way he used to. And I'm like, oh man, you're screwed. He's like, why? Because I mean, there's no off-grid boosting anymore. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, you have to be on-grid to get your boosts. Like, you have to be on-grid to get your boosts.